Hey guys, Fynixmech here, and today I will be showing you the top 10 best base locations on the island Ark Survival Ascended. I'll be showing you the locations as they naturally appear, making them easier to find. They are in no particular order, but I will go over what I think works best with them, as well as revealing some bonus locations. I'm looking at the aesthetics, dinos, accessibility, ease to resources, and size. So let's jump into it. At number 10 is an unrecognizable piece of land, as it looks way different from what it looked like when it was in ASE. Located at 40.6 latitude, 12.9 longitude. This is a pretty large flat area with a large rock that sticks out, but that isn't my favorite part about this. What's great is the mosh pit right here. There's always something messing up something else, so that just means higher levels will spawn. I don't know about you, but I'm the type of guy who likes waking up and walking out and just finding a 150 Rex just hanging outside my gate. If that's you, then you'll love it here too. With that being said, it is on the edge of the snow biome, and with all the other baddies that come with it. There are many resources in the area such as silica pearls, oil, metal, obsidian, and penguins up ahead for polymer. This area is dangerous, but so rewarding if you can handle it. And that's number 10. At number 9 is a dangerous one, Carnivore Island, located at 17.1 latitude, 88.7 longitude. It's called Carnivore Island because there's nothing but carnivores, and big ones too. This little island off the side usually doesn't spawn anything, and it's a great place to put up a taming trap. You can also get some high level loot crates that spawn here, mostly yellow and red. If you build here, you're going to want to build in the center at the top of the island. Nothing spawns up here, but the RGs can get you if you don't have any defenses. Now, why would we want to live in a place so dangerous? Well, this is where the big boys spawn. Everything here is constantly fighting, so that just means fresh new spawns with potentially higher levels. There is an explorer's note here as well, so that's great for leveling up, and there's also an artifact cave containing a few resources like metal and crystal. You can also farm the loot drops in here if you wanted to. You'll have to go elsewhere if you want more metal. This location is more of a location to get some perfect tames and boss dinos with the potential of some really good loot. And that's number 9. At number 8 is another dangerous place, as it is in the redwoods located around 64.6 latitude and 34 longitude. There's usually a loot crate on either side of this area. There's many cliffs around this small pool, but I would build my base in the trees. This pool isn't accessible from the ocean, so that means no water tames. But the location itself is pretty close to the middle of the map, which makes it so you kind of have access to everything, including the redwoods exclusive creatures such as the Thyla and the dire bear. The island is in the center, so it's a perfect spot for a taming pen with your back protected by the water. Many mountains are also a short distance away, containing resources like metal, crystal, and obsidian. And that's number 8. At number 7, we have these cool cliffs located at around 43.9 latitude, 78.2 longitude. There's a large flat platform to build on, as well as a cliff up top. Resource-wise, it's not really close to anything, it's just an interesting looking location. There's a large pool underneath, and you could house some water tames smaller than a megalodon just because you would have to bring them in by this little stream. There's no cryopods currently in Ark Survival Ascended unless you use mods. As far as resources go, you just have to head up to one of the big mountains. Luckily, one of the ones close by contains metal and obsidian. And that's number 7. At number 6, we have this little peninsula on the lower east side of the map, located at 79.6 latitude, 92.9 longitude. It's a pretty large area that can be accessed by foot. Plenty of space for dinos, and if you have water tames, you can house them down below. It's normally pretty chill on the cliff, but the water leading into the stream is a different story. There's many carnivores that roam the beach, but they can be easily avoided. You're going to need to travel a bit if you want any resources such as metal or crystal. The lava cave is nearby for those things, and if you don't want to burn your face off, you can head to one of the bigger mountains for those resources. You can also head to Herbivore Island, since it's very close by and safe. And that's number 6. And number 5 is Red Obelisk, located at, well, Red Obelisk. I mean, if you can't see it then I don't know what to tell you. Here are the coordinates anyway. It's around 87.6 latitude and 19.4 longitude. This place just looks cool, with large water access to the ocean, great for big tames. You can build in the water and on land, maybe up on these cliffs, maybe on the side here. There's a whole bunch of options. It just has a good coolness factor with all the tech decor. You also have these islands on the side that are also great options as well. The dinos in the area aren't anything crazy, except sometimes there is a Quetzal around this area. Any rare resources you'd have to travel to get, and that's number 5. At number 4, it's a few different spots, but it's a peninsula located on the west side around 62.5 latitude and 7.5 longitude. A big pool of water is always good. But there's also this little pool on the side that's kind of cool as well. What I like about this area is you can walk up from the beach to either of these two large flat cliff platforms. There are tiny bits of metal and pearls in the area, but you'll have to travel if you want some big quantities. The area is relatively safe aside from the regular annoying beach dinos. And that's number 4. At number 3 is this area of land located at the bottom of a small mountain. Its location is around 84.6 latitude and 50.3 longitude. This area is huge. I once had a whole kibble farm here back when the kibble system required you to tame almost every dino. Now, you don't need to be a mathematician, but that's a lot of dinos. Obsidian is not too far off as there's a cave a short way into the woods. The stream does have Spinos and raptors patrolling it, but on the cliff you'll be okay. There is also a small area to have some small water tames. The best part about this space is at the bottom of a small mountain that contains an explorer's note along with metal and crystal. I've used this place many times as an outpost area and even when I was first starting, and lived here a while as well. That is number 3. At number 2 is the primary spot for South Zone 2 spawns, located at 88.7 latitude and 51.9 longitude. There's a cliff to my left that is great for building. There's also many flat spots along the rocks. A nice big water area for some smaller water tames as well. Bigger ones can be set up on the ocean side. This is where so many of us start, so the area is pretty safe except for the occasional Sarco or Raptor roaming the beach. There's always one Sarco somewhere around in this area, but it's usually the rest of it's pretty chill. Some Dilos, but you can handle those, right? While we're here, I'll show you a bonus spot that I like as well. We got this little island with a rock that looks like Pride Rock, located around 90.7 latitude and 61.5 longitude. There's the same kind of dinos in the area to worry about, but I just kind of like the idea of having your own little island. At first, the rock itself can be gated off and used as a little base to get started. Any vast amount of resources though, you're going to have to travel for. But it is a great area to get some gathering dinos such as trikes, moss-chops, and even beavers. Beavers in the area mean beaver dams spawn here as well. There you'll get your pearls, cementing paste, mushrooms, flowers, and wood. The area is also loaded with river rocks, which is a great early game way to get some metal. And that's number 2. At number 1 is one of my favorite places to build up, and that's Herbivore Island, located around 86.1 latitude, 85.8 longitude. Can you take a guess why it's called that? Well, there's nothing but herbivores here, making it a great place to build up. It can be accessed by flyer or raft. I wouldn't swim here as the waters are filled with sharks. When you're coming up to the island, there's an island housing an explorer's note. The island horseshoes around a big pool, making it an awesome place for a water pen. You can build in the center of the island or perhaps one of the cliffs. Littered at the top, you'll find metal nodes, which means you don't have to head to the dangerous mountaintops for metal. As long as you don't attack anything on this island, nothing will attack you. Also, here's a little secret for you. If this location is undisturbed, you'll always find a unicorn spawn here. Aesthetically, there's nothing crazy about it, but being the safest place on the map, I think we can overlook that. And that's number 1. And there you have it. Fynixmech's top 10 best base locations on the island in Ark Survival Ascended. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. If you found this video useful, be sure to give it a like as it helps me out a lot and I do appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel for more and tag along with my ASA playthrough series where I give many helpful tips and tricks on how to play the game. Thanks for watching and take care.